we gatekeeping fragrances in 2023? Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Tara Marie and I am back with another video. So today we're going to be talking about my favorite perfume fragrance combinations. So I've been having the most conversations with people lately about layering fragrances, and it never really dawned on me how much people don't layer fragrances. Some people are like a one fragrance person. I am not that girl. I layer fragrances all the time. So anytime you run across me, I'm going to smell like multiple fragrances. So today I really wanted to talk about what are some of my favorite fragrance combos that I have been wearing in like the summer, spring, and then some that I plan to wear now that we're going into the autumn, fall season. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? I don't understand. What was happening? I feel like I've been like pretty consistent with the exception of, well, scratch that, child. I was consistent for like 2 weeks and then I had a lot going on last weekend. So now I'm getting back consistent. That is all that matters. So we're going to be dropping these videos and I am so grateful to everybody that is watching. So if you have not subscribed, definitely make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell, and also don't forget to comment on the video. I love hearing the feedback from you guys. It's so amazing to see how many people are like watching my videos, and so I really appreciate it, truly, from the bottom of my heart. So let me just say this. So today, and this is just a little short story time. So I was on Facebook and I saw this girl. I saw where she put on her status like, today she got a compliment from somebody at work, and they were just saying like, oh, your fragrance smells so good, and that I guess they were saying her fragrance was lingering and like staying kind of in the room, and that she was kind of making the room smell really, really good. And she was like, oh, way to give somebody a compliment. So after that, I'm like, oh, that's so dope. So I look in the comments to see like, girl, what are you wearing? Not so that I could go buy it, but just to see if like her fragrance is a fragrance that I already have or that I'm recommending to you guys. Y'all, she put in the comments, because it was like a whole lot of people that were like, girl, what are you wearing? What's the fragrance that basically got everybody complimenting that you smelled so good? The girl says,
I'm sorry, I know this is petty gatekeeping, but I don't want to share.
she's like,
I just wanted to tell you all the compliment, and then I thought you all would say, oh, good compliment.
girl, stop. Y'all, it took me so far back. I screenshot it and sent it to my sister, and I was like, this is why I do content. Why are we gatekeeping fragrances in 2023? Have we not learned that fragrances adapt to your body chemistry? We can all be in the same room wearing the same fragrance and it still won't smell the same. It won't smell the same. So like, how dense are we to be gatekeeping fragrances in 2023, honey? It is a fragrance. Come on, y'all. We have got to do better. But y'all, that sent me. And so I just wanted to tell you my little story time. But I say all that to say we don't gatekeep on this channel. Everything that I find out, if I find something that smells good, looks good, feels good, I'm going to let you know. So we definitely don't have to worry about that over here on the channel. But I just thought that was real dumb. Why are you gatekeeping fragrances? And then she's like,
Oh, I had to smell so many different fragrances to come across this one, so I don't want to share.
you really think you're the only one with that fragrance? Really? Oh, all right. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. So anyway, let's get back into fragrance combination. So the first fragrance combination that I loved this spring and summer was Juliet Has a Gun Pear Ink and Juliet Has a Gun Vanilla Vibes. Y'all, these two together, it gave like an islandy feel, but very like I don't know, it was more so like a refreshing meets warm feel. These two, they smell so good together. And I actually got so many compliments on this. Juliet has a gun dip hair ink very, very well. It's not a sweet pear fragrance. It's more of like a fresh pear fragrance. And I know a lot of people don't like fruity type of smells. I actually don't feel like this one is very like sweet or like overly fruity. I really think this is like a very clean pear smell. And vanilla vibe, I would say, is very warm. It is warm, but it's not as warm as it could be. So it is more of like a fresher vanilla, in my opinion. So these two together pair very well. And I'm sure they probably wanted it to be that way because they're both from the same company. But these were amazing. If you have either one of these, definitely put it together. My suggestion would be get pear ink because you can mix this with any vanilla fragrance, which I have. But these two together make magic. So staying in the same vein with Juliet Has a Gun Pear Ink, I bought it with Ellis Brooklyn's Sunfruit, and I sprayed them both together, and this was the most amazing, warm, sunny day fragrance. These two together just made me feel happy. It's like very uplifting, it's very clean, it's very solar. If you don't like the sweet, fruity floral vibes or like these fruity sweet fragrances, you'll love these two together. First of all, Ellis Brooklyn Sunfruit, anytime I wear it, I'm gonna get compliments every single time. I wore it to the gym a couple times just because it makes my mood just like very happy and bright. When I tell you I got so many compliments that day, there was a woman, she was like, "Oh my God, you smell so good and you're in the gym." I was like, "Oh, thanks." But I was wearing Ellis Brooklyn, so this one is a winner. If you've watched other videos on my channel, you know I love Sunfruit. I keep talking about, I don't know why I keep getting this 50 ml bottle. And it's almost done, like it's almost gone. But that with pear ink, amazing. Amazing. I know the summer is almost over, so you may not feel led to wear a lot of the fragrances that I am describing as fragrances that I wore during the summer. However, fragrances are universal, y'all. You can wear them whenever and however you want to. Don't ever feel like you have to be in a box or, I mean, well, there should be some boxes, but we can talk about that later. We can talk about that later. But overall, get creative with your fragrances. Mix them. These two, I probably would not have mixed them together, but what made me feel like I could was Sunfruit, and pear ink. And I felt like, oh, anything that has like a fruity note, I can mix them together and see what happens, and it made magic. So this is the second pair that I wore a lot this spring and summer. The next fragrance combo that I have is a newer combo for me. This is the first time that I've worn it this summer, and it's very much a summer combo. I actually should have told you all about this earlier, but it's a fragrance that I used and I love like singularly, and then I bought a body oil because I just wanted to try this particular body oil out, and I put them together and it smells like I should be laying on a Jamaican island right now. Okay, and that is no other than Sol de Janeiro's Cheirosa 62 and Ness Balinese Coconut. Y'all, these two together smell so good. Now you see the dent that this has in it, okay? It kind of made me feel like, oh, this fragrance deserves an island. But then I was like, girl, no, wear them fragrances, okay? So then I went to Sephora with a friend, and she's like, oh my gosh, if I was a fragrance, this would be me. And I was like, it does. It's giving very much like African goddess vibes, okay? Y'all, these two together are so good. The Balinese Coconut was not my like main go-to. Like when I first smelled it, I was like, oh, it smells good. But it wasn't like by me right now, but I got it anyway because I am a perfume hoarder, okay? And that's what I do. I try perfumes and fragrances so I can tell people about it and so I can test them and see what I like. And so then I was like, this is like a very islandy type of feel to a fragrance in my opinion. Put them together and bam, magic was made. So if you haven't tried these, or if you have one and you're trying to look to spice it up, definitely mix these two together. You will not be sorry. The next fragrance combo is something that I cannot wait to wear this autumn, fall, winter, okay? I'm gonna be wearing this all autumn, fall, winter, period. This was the first fragrance combo that I ever mixed, okay? And let me tell you how I ran across it. So you know when you go into Sephora and they have like the fragrance expert that's there and they're like helping you. So there was this guy and I walked in and he's like, hey, you look for fragrances? I'm like, yeah, I'm just looking. Those were like my broke days, so I didn't really have a lot of money. And that's when Sephora was giving out testers. So he's like, if you're looking for a new fragrance, definitely come and check out these fragrances from YSL. And I was like, YSL? That sounds expensive. He's like, girl, no, they're actually reasonable. I'm like, okay, tell me more. So he pulls out YSL Mon Paris and YSL Black Opium. Now, I have gone through the regular bottles, so the only thing that I have left is the travel size. But I'm waiting for the Sephora VIP sale to spin the block on me so I can go ahead and get the regular size one, because this one, Black Opium, it's just good. It's just really, really good. But y'all, these together make magic. And the guy actually put me on, so I actually smelled this one first, and he's like, you like this one? I was like, yeah, this smells so good. He's like, oh, you want to see how you can take it up a notch? I was like, yeah, sure. And that's like actually before I even met my husband, and I was just out here dating recklessly, it felt like half the time. And so I think I was getting ready to go on a date or something like that, and he's like, oh, let me show you, how you can like take this one up, because this girl, this a good girl. Ooh, she smells good. This is a bad mamma jamma. This is a good one. And the thing is, so many people use YSL Mon Paris all the time. Like, it's a fan favorite now. If you don't have this one or you haven't tried it, like, I don't know where you've been, or maybe you don't like that clean girl aesthetic type of fragrance, but this smells good. This is probably my third or fourth bottle. And again, why do I keep buying these small bottles for fragrances that I love? It's got to stop. This was like one of, I'm going to say one of, not my first one, but it was like one of my big girl fragrances, and I actually couldn't afford it at the time that I was using it. So the guy filled up the little tester bottles at Sephora, so he gave me a whole bunch of tester bottles of these and a whole bunch of these. I think I had like 8 or 9 with both of them combined, and I wore them all the time. And of course, at the time I couldn't afford it, but now that I can, I am coming to share this with you. YSL Black Opium and YSL Mon Paris together, it is elevated. When I tell you, you're gonna smell rich, you're gonna smell pretty, you're gonna smell clean, but you're also gonna smell real sexy, honey. I feel like this pair together is like a great date night scent. Like, if you're trying to wear something that's gonna make him like pay attention, or be like, what are you wearing? These two smell good. I'm telling you, have somebody ready to stop you up like a biscuit, like they like to say around the interweb. These two are good. They are so good. It actually makes me so excited. I'm gonna wear these. I'm gonna wear this tomorrow. Definitely, if you haven't tried these two together, definitely make sure that you check it out. It is YSL Mon Paris and YSL Black Opium. Staying in the same vein of the YSL family, y'all will never believe the fragrance combination that another Sephora expert told me about. These Sephora experts, they be knowing, they be experting, okay? They be knowing what they're talking about. And it is the YSL Libre and Libre Intense, y'all. Both of these together. Now, this is the thing. I actually thought it was very funny when she told me about it. She's like, oh, if you like this one, You'll love this one, but you'll love both of them even better. I was like, girl, I think you're trying to sell me something. You're trying to upsell me. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me to spend more money here. And then I asked her, like, do y'all work on commission now or something? Because, like, what is it? Because it's giving, I'm trying to get commission. I'm trying to pay some bills. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, because they're both literally the same thing. She's like, girl, no, it's not. The notes are different. They have different ingredients. So it may have lavender, but this is a different type of lavender. It may have vanilla, but it's a different type of vanilla. It may have orange blossom, but it's a different type of orange blossom. In the other one, I was like, oh, okay, sign me up, put them both in my basket. So I bought both of them because I wanted to see how they pair together. Y'all, I paired them. This thing lasts for days. It felt like the fragrance wouldn't wash off almost. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing though. But it felt like it would not wash off. I literally felt like I was smelling YSL Libre forever. But what I did realize is this I can't wear during the summer. It is too strong for me to wear during the summer. However, I can bring them out during the fall and winter times. This just performs better for me in colder weather. In the summertime, it's almost nauseating. Like I almost can't breathe in the summertime with these two because they are so strong and they project so well. Like literally you'll spray them and you'll leave the room and Libre is still sitting here and they're like, welcome back. Okay, that is how strong these fragrances are. But together they are bold. You can't be a person trying to shy away if you wear these together. This one goes before you, it stays after you, and it congregates with the community while it's with you. Okay, these two smell so good. And the thing is, I don't think I would have ever mixed the same fragrance, like an intense version of the same fragrance with the regular version, to think that it would turn into something different, but it does. Oh, it smells so good. It just smells sophisticated. It smells sexy. It smells grown, but not old. It just smells good. It's just really, really good. And I've been waiting to pull this combination out. When I tell you, because it can't come out in the summer. Now, some of the girlies been using Libre all summer, and I commend you. And I'm low-key a little jealous because I can't. When I about died one time when I wore this during the summer. I was smelling Libre for weeks, okay? But during the winter, that is my sweet spot. Libre Intense and Libre Eau de Parfum. Now, I know they have the toilette version. I actually like that one better than these two, but I just cannot see myself buying the toilette version when I still have these two. Now, if somebody want to send it to me, I'm not going to turn down the fragrance, honey. I won't turn it down. But I just couldn't see myself spending more money on the toilet version, even though I loved it. And even though I loved it the most out of the three, it came out after these were already out and I already had these. So I told myself once I finish these and it's time to re-up, instead of getting the original Eau de Parfum, I will probably get another Eau de Parfum Intense, and then I could get the toilet version. See how those pair together. So YSL, both the Libres, honey. So the next fragrance combo, I'm actually going to tell you about a fragrance line that was literally created to layer, okay? It is one of my favorite fragrance houses, and if you have not seen my other videos, or if you have seen my other videos, you already know which fragrance house I'm talking about. And I am talking about none other than Kayali. That whole line is meant to layer. So I went, I think like a whole month and only wore Kayali fragrances. The Kayali vanilla fragrance, I mixed with almost everything. That was one of the things that I was like, oh, I'm just gonna mix it with everything because I love Kayali vanilla. So let me just mix it with all my other fragrances. It elevated every fragrance that I paired it with. The Kayali vanilla is a perfect mixing fragrance. It just elevates it. It makes it grown, it makes it warm, and we're going into the colder months, so it's good to wear like that warm, hold you like a hug fragrance. And I feel like that's what Kayali vanilla does. But what I will say is Kayali elixir, I feel like, is their most unpraised and their least talked about fragrance, which is crazy to me because I feel like it is the most unique of their entire line. Outside of the gelato pistachio one, I feel like that one is extremely unique. But this one, out of the 4 that she dropped originally, I felt like this was the most unique. Like, this was the most signature fragrance worthy of all of them. And I don't think a lot of people talk about it. I think too, people are scared to use Elixir because Elixir is like a good girl. You know what I'm saying? She's like a big girl. Like, you gonna have to pop out when you wear Elixir. You cannot shy. You can't stand in the back of the line. This is the girl that gets the front row tickets to the Beyonce concert, okay? This is the girl that gets the promotions at all her jobs, okay? This is the girl that has the guy stopping me and like, excuse me, miss, what are you wearing? This is her. This is Elixir. Because Elixir is just so different. And it's unlike anything that I have in my collection. And it's just fruity, but spicy and mature. It's just beautiful. It was just done really, really, really well. But what I will tell you is this mixed with Kayali vanilla is amazing. But y'all, about a month or so ago, I found something else to mix with this. And I put it on my story, and y'all, Kayali reposted me. I'm gonna post a picture right here showing you that they literally reposted me on their story and was like, I think you're on to something. So that was either Mona or her team responding to me. So either way, she knows I'm onto something. So if she knows that I'm onto something and she's a fragrance expert, you all gotta listen to this combo. Kayali Elixir 11 and Valentino. Honestly, this is crazy because I think this is, I don't know the name of this one, y'all. I am so sorry. I'm gonna post it right here. But this Valentino, which I think is a men's fragrance. Fragrance is individualized. So if I want to wear a men's fragrance, who gonna stop me? Nobody. But these two together made magic. When I tell you, I felt bold and sexy and like fine, okay, when I wore this. It's nothing like a fragrance that makes you feel like you look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are like, oh, I smell good. Oh, this outfit is finna hit then. Because the scent just takes it there. You know what I'm saying? But this fragrance is very spicy and woody. It's definitely giving a masculine vibe to it. But then you have Elixir. And Elixir comes in and brings like that unique feminine vibe. So it's like when masculine meets feminine and they create a really good baby. That's what these do. Y'all, it smells so good together. I got like a lot of compliments that day. And I was like, oh, I just want to test it out, see how it does. And it lasted me all night. Okay, when I say all night. You have got to try this. Even if you go to Sephora and just spray it on a tester strip and then you spray, well, my suggestion would be to spray this one first and then spray Elixir on top of it and just see how you like it. Just see how you like it. I am all for the unique and bold fragrances this season. Like, we need to normalize. Can we normalize mixing fragrances this year? For the remainder of 2023, we're mixing fragrances. And the thing is, you can mix like 4, 5, however many you want to mix. Now, don't get crazy, okay? You can mix all the fragrances that you want to, but don't get crazy, okay? Definitely make sure you're reasonable with the mix. Like, you don't want to spray like 10 different fragrances and now you can't breathe and neither can we, honey. That's not what we want. But you absolutely can spray like 2 or 3 to make your own signature scent. And that's why, back to my earlier story, I don't understand why people gatekeep anyway. Because literally, when you spray it on you in the way in which you spray it, you're not gonna smell like me. So why should I begrudge you for smelling good? These two together make magic. Definitely go and try it out. See how you like it. And if you do like it, definitely make sure you tell them Tara Marie sent you. So that is all the fragrance combos that I'm going to share today. I have a ton of other ones. I also have a lot of fall fragrance combos that I definitely want to come and share with you. Definitely look out for a fragrance combo video number 2, and it'll be coming up in the coming weeks. I want to get a little bit into fall and into like autumn first before I start like really talking about them, because there's some that I really want to test out. Y'all, excuse my like lazy girl cardigan wear, okay? I just got off work and a girl is tired, okay? When I say tired, tired. That's why I couldn't even give you a lash. I had to wear glasses. I said, honey, let's film the video to get it to the people, okay? And then let's go take a shower, get in the bed, and go to sleep. Okay, so that is the plan for the rest of the night. So definitely excuse the cozy vibes. What is your favorite fragrance combination? Definitely make sure that you post it below. I definitely want to know, like, have you been mixing fragrances lately? Oh, I want to give a shout out to my homegirl, Alicia. She is a friend of the channel, but I actually know her in real life, and she was telling me like, girl, I started layering fragrances, and I'm so proud of her because she took a chance on her fragrances. Y'all, I love when people just take a chance. But like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. My homegirl was basically saying like she's been layering fragrances, and she was like, I was looking for you at church on Sunday because I wanted you to smell my fragrance. And I was like, ooh, what did you mix? I'm not gonna tell you what she mixed though, but I really feel like it was probably really good. Alicia, if you're seeing this part of the video, definitely let the girls know below what you mixed. But I will tell you, she did mix it with one of the fragrances that we talked about here. Don't forget to be beautiful inside and out, and I will see you all in the next video.
Got a vision for my life and I can't ignore it. Shit don't happen overnight, gotta work for it.